start.
Yeah, that rough start. I mean, you take a little bit of that out and you can see where the Lakers would be.
And Caruso brings them to within one with shot number one here of the third quarter.
He made their first shot of the game. The Lakers' first shot was a three-pointer by Caruso. He starts off the third quarter the same way.
And he joins the double-digit club, which is now up to 3 for the Lakers. Again, the winner has the tiebreaker and moves into 6th. And going all the way to the bucket that time is C.J. McCollum. Caruso quickly into the front court. Kuzma in the first half had just 2 points, was 1 for 6. Again, we did not see Montrez at all in the first half. Caruso over the outstretched arms of McCollum. He's got 2 in a row.
Wow, Caruso comes out aggressive on the offensive end, not something we normally see from Alex.
Never been a scorer, had a season high 7 assists last night. Deep and down from game.
That might go in as one of his 30-footers.
I would think for sure. Kuzma, much shorter, but different results. And here comes Portland, same record as the Lakers, 37-29. Only 500 though at home, but playing in front of their home crowd for the first time. Again, no THT, no Schroeder, no LeBron if you're just joining us. So definitely a very short-handed Laker team. Wide open is KCP.
Ooh.
Boy, he had all of his points in the second quarter.
That almost banked him.
Yeah, that would have been a trick shot for sure. And hit off the side of the board. Covington getting aggressive over Drummond. It rolls around on the rim. Lakers have control of it. Just the start of the second half from Portland, Oregon. 3-game homestand starting Sunday against Phoenix at 7 o'clock. Davis, 10-footer's good. And once again, it's a 2-point game.
And you know what? I kind of like Anthony also at the top, at the free throw line, as opposed to on the side post. Put him at the free throw line area in the middle. Let him be able to see the whole floor.
Well, Lakers led briefly early by 1. They scored the series in February. Remember, there was a time not too long ago that Portland won 16 games in a row in the series. We're tied at 64. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Gutty performance by the Lakers.
Good example of just staying into the moment and focusing on what you need to do.
Nurkic could be an offensive foul, and it is. Caruso takes the charge.
What else is new? That's what he does as well as anybody on the Lakers team. As we look at KCP pull up 15-footer that ties the score. And now with that turnover by Nurkic, chance for the Lakers to get the lead.
KCP double figures now in 7 of the last 10. He's had multiple threes in 26 games this year. He's made 1 tonight. Davis found a road to the basket, kicks it for Kuzma. Corner 3 as the Lakers were looking for their second lead. Now it's Norman Powell. They'll work it on the perimeter. He waves off the pick. Now Nurkic is going to let Lillard play around it. From the Moda Center logo, that was just about where he shot it. Paul George said, that's not a good shot. And then he sent him packing in the playoffs. Right around that area. Here is AD, and the Lakers lead it 67-64. Lake Show, 4 minutes into the quarter.
AD knocks down his first attempt from behind the arc.
Going to the basket is McCollum. Baseline goes right around. 2 Lakers that time. Sweet move by CJ.
Yeah, that was on Caruso, though. He had him, and then he just let him change direction and get a layup.
Against McCollum. Again, McCollum's coming off of his lowest output of the year. Just 10 points in their standings. Caruso going to bounce it for Anthony Davis. Stu was just talking about it. 19 for AD. An efficient 7 out of 10. Going to shoot right over the defense. Rebound McCollum. That's his 2nd of the night. Lillard and Portland. 3rd rated offense. Their last 3 games of the year will be against Utah, Phoenix, and Denver. And I got a stat for you about Portland. I'll give it to you when they're on offense. Here is Davis fires it up and in. AD gives the Lakers the lead back. Leaves Nurkic scratching his head.
He scratched his head because Drummond.
I know.
Helps put the itch there.
Phoenix Suns against the Knicks. They're still going to be in first place tonight. There's McCollum all the way out of the timeout. The Lakers lead it 69-68. Blazers have only 7 points from their bench tonight. The very aggressive, score-conscious Alex Caruso has another basket.
That's just playing basketball. He's just reading the defense now and doing the right things.
Nurkic goes around the Laker defense. Remember Drummond in foul trouble with 4. Had his hands in his pockets a bit that time. And again, I don't think we're going to see Montrez tonight. That seems to be the plan. AD, nothing but net.
Well, Covington went for the steal, just about got it, but then couldn't recover to get back to AD, and he paid the price. No
down
rim
the middle,
protection.
all the way for Lillard, who rarely throws it down, but he did that time.
That was not a defensive sequence that the Lakers would like to repeat.
This is not a team that dunks very often, unless you got Derrick Jones Jr. in the game, the former slam dunk champion. Other than that, they love to fire it from the outside. AD mid-range hits the heel, timed well by C.J. McCollum. Caruso with a season high in the scoring column. McCollum runs into Drummond, who forces him to pick up the dribble. Lillard and McCollum, boy, that duo goes back door a little bit. Norman Powell really wanted to fire that one. Found some real estate with a one-bounce dribble to the left. He had one thing on his mind,
but he was kind of up against the clock.
A little bit. He was determined, though, to fire one up. Lakers will play keep away on the outside. What a game for Alex Caruso for scoring wise. AD alone on the wing. AD turning, AD shooting to beat the clock, and a good box out by Nurkic, who started playing basketball at the age of 14. His dad was a bouncer. An agent saw him, said, "You must have a son who's big," and he did. And he found 15 plus in a game. In fact, 5 straight games. So see if the Lakers can shut him down a bit. Nurkic underneath, throws it up and misses. Loose ball, Drummond catches up to it. We've got 4 minutes and change remaining in the third quarter. And the Lakers are up by 1. No Braun, no Schroeder, no Horton Tucker. Davis spinning. Davis can't score off the glass. A little bit too hard on that shot drifting left. All right, Stu, Lakers shooting 48%, 43%, 1 away from elimination. We might have to see Montrez tonight.
Well, they can always move AD to
without question.
that position, too.
If they'd like to play him at the 5, which they have often. Simon's pretty good move.